Alright, I was fortunate enough to shoot my biggest bull ever on this trip, and it was amazing. I mean, this animal was impressive. Everybody's got a bunch of meat to take home.
Well, it's a little chaotic. Traveled all day yesterday trying to get back up to Anchorage, put all the boats away, and get my business put away. And met up with my brother last night at midnight, threw a bunch of stuff in bags and totes, left most of my hunting gear that I wanted in Kaufman. So we'll make it happen one way or the other. If it doesn't kill you, it makes you stronger. Yeah, jumping in these airboats with these guys, we're gonna end up going 25 miles down, see what happens. Me and my brother did this hunt about 6 years ago and never did find a legal bull, but we're gonna go give it a shot. Hang out with family and enjoy my time with my brother. Big boy!
He made it.
I don't know if you can see the airboat, but the river's only like 60, 70 yards away. And we got this really nice camp. Got a place to hang lots of meat, all dry. It's pretty pimp.
The business trip.
Awesome. Already got a fire going.
Because, well, they're all ran out. She goes, but after the season, we sell them at discount.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah.
You know,
My cook stove. Pretty nice. A lot better than a tent. I think he's got a cache up there, secret hiding spot.
Wasn't me. I had to put 6 goddamn trees. We'd been here 15 years then. Okay.
Wow.
What's that right there?
That's pretty
That's
cool.
a battery, interstate battery right there.
First full day, it's raining. Got a bunch of dry clothes and some food. But we're gonna go see if we can figure out a little bit of this ground. But you see the moose haven't been really thick as in previous years because of a lot of snow. But we're gonna go give it hell, see what we see. Hopefully we can find some critters and learn a little bit about how this land lays and where we can find some good fresh sign and maybe do some calling, some ranking up here, but we're gonna give it a shot. There we go. Not legal bull. He's only got
push these animals out of here. See if we can find a legal bulkhead. Miles we are away from the river, but we've hiked quite a few. At the base of this mountain, just spotted 2 cows up here at the base of this mountain. We've been hiking since about 7:45 this morning until after 2. And somewhere back that way is our cabin. You can see those head things, but that's going to be the edge of the rivers. Some little cut things up there. Then I'll start go back to the cabin anyways. See, 7 bulls and 6 cows today. There's 2 non-male bulls right there. The other one's over here somewhere. Have fun now. I do an asses off. We seen one probably like a bull. We jumped over a ridge and then had a bull. We're not done yet. We're tired. We're not done yet. We're so Never thought I'd see a lawnmower out here 25 miles downriver. Oh, everything in here. That's one way of killing it.
I can't shut it off.
It's all wired.
Yeah.
It's wired. The throttle's wired.
The carburetor's wired off.
Shit, awesome.
Classic coot. Classic.
Yeah. You guys built this other shed roof. I guess it got destroyed last year, and so they rebuilt that, cut down a tree, and made a homemade beam and post. Come out nice. Steve's working on the coop, rebuilding the starter. I gotta get some firewood, hopefully a moose.
Balls. Hell yeah. Look at that monster. Yeah. I'd say that one's legal. 7 days of hard hunting through this stuff. 6 to 8 miles a day. Holy cow. Man, oh man.
Jesus. Good job, buddy.
Hey, thanks for coming with me, man.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, anytime, brother.
I want to get this thing out. And I want to say, it wouldn't be possible without Leupold optics, man. I'm telling you. Spotting them is super tough in here. And having your glasses, good quality glasses to see far as you can and clearly. Because this is a 4 brow tine area. We're 50 inches. I recommend you have the Leupold rangefinder that gives you 50 inches. I'm shooting my Lapua again with the Mark V Leupold. Money. I mean, it's a great combo. Puts a lot of success to the trip. But, man, oh man. I'm gonna get my gun off and my stuff off. My 40-pound pack. 12-pound gun. And, clear out some brush so we can get some good pictures first, and then we'll start gutting it.
That's the biggest one yet.
That's what?
Who shot it?
352.
So how come 3 shots?
4. I hit him, dumped him the first shot, and he just spun around and fell over. And then he got up and he was going, and I'm still sitting on a windy tree. It's
We shot
blowing.
him over here.
We shot him from up on top of that knob.
Yep, up there.
And that tree I was trying to use as a rest because everything's over my head with the brush around here. So I had to stand on my backpack. Put my backpack down. I was standing on my backpack trying to get wedged into this limb, and the tree is blowing in the breeze. And I'm thinking, okay, right about then the wind stopped and I fired, and man, he spun around and dropped, but then he got back up about, I don't know, 2-3 minutes later.
Yep.
He jumped up and we heard him moan, and then he took off and he was going down in the brush, and I fired too, and I shot right over the top of him. And then he got to right here and he stopped, and I aimed a little lower and fired, and he folded up. And we sat there and watched him for about 20 minutes before we came down here. I sent Dylan down first, and I stayed up on the hill.
Turn around. I'm sitting there, I'm like, what the fuck is he?
And I sat there with a gun ready to see if he'd jump up again, because his horns were laid perfect. Like, I didn't know if he was in a hole. I couldn't tell with all this brush here, so yeah.
So you didn't put that scope on him then? You just looked for brow tines?
Yeah. I couldn't find it. You mean the rangefinder?
Yeah.
I could not find it on the other bull because it was close. It was really close. And we called it in, what, 200, less than 200 yards? What was it?
Oh,
122.
pretty close, yeah.
122.
120, yeah.
But as soon as he cut trail where that cow was at, we had 4 cows there and a calf, or 3 cows and a
3
calf.
cows in the calf.
As soon as he cut trail where that cow, he took off. And
He
then
was just under 2. He was
So
about
now-
48.
So
we
now-
spotted him from over there.
So now you know where that cow went.
All right, it is official. 2021 moose is down.
I mean 23.
Yeah, 23. I'm excited. Well, with a little group effort, we got the guts out, drug the guts away from the animal, and we're gonna go try to get the coot and come back in the morning. We got it split open, as much air as we can get in here to try to let it cool down, and hopefully a bear doesn't get it by morning. We're gonna see how these coots work. That's all I've heard about, is how these coots work. If we have to back this sucker out on our backs, Dylan's our man. He's a packing machine. Right, Dylan?
Oh yeah, we'll get her out one way or the other.
Hang on there. There's our fearless leader out in front in the orange coot. And Dylan is following behind. So, we're been trucking since when? Let's see here. It's 1:30. We were going left at 10:17. Everybody's all swamped out and wet. Chris is hiding over there. John's all swamped out.
I'm not
But-
swamped out yet.
So
gas for my machine, but Turtle forgot to bring gas.
yeah, so we got enough gas to probably. Excuse me, John. I'm trying
Always
to
blaming
film.
the white guy, aren't they?
Trying to get enough gas. We got enough gas to get there. I don't know what these things burn, so I had no idea. But someone said 5 gallons was enough.
Richard said 2 tanks. So I brought 2 gallons.
Richard's sitting next to the damn wood stove, petting the dog. Maybe
He's out there burning brush.
maybe starting stew.
I think he's done cooking for
You
us.
know,
fuckers.
the Rooster's going to catch some
You
more
didn't
shit
use up
about
all the
this.
gas, did you?
No, not
Okay, we got plenty of gas.
Okay.
Yeah, what you talking about?
Yeah.
Yesterday I told Richard. I
But
said,
you know what? Every time you travel with a Gurkey, it's a Gurkey adventure.
yesterday
You're
I
the
told
one that's
Richard-
Steve is Gurky.
You guys, the Gurky's
Yesterday
going
I
to take the
told,
call.
Yep, that's Gurky right there, our fearless leader.
He's like,
Well, we're all here. We finally found it again, thanks to our Garmin electronics. Couldn't have done it without them. But everybody's packing Garmins. I think out of all 5 of us, we all got Garmins, so something to say about that. But we got here, not even the birds have messed with it. It's been cold, mixed snow and rain all day, so hopefully here comes the cavalry.
Only 3 hours and 45 minutes.
3 hours? 3 hours and 45.
miles.
Huh?
To go 2 miles.
I think he's exaggerating. I think it was 4.2 when I looked at it.
Oh yeah, that makes it easier.
Yeah, way better.
Let me just break it. Only 66.
Huh?
Only 66. I like the 68 better.
just like your age.
Huh?
Just like your age. Matches your age.
Oh, 29.
66 is my football number.
I've only been on the other side of that point. Fucking wet shit.
I'm amazed you guys getting up here. Huh? I'm amazed you guys got up here.
You can walk up here, no problem.
How many pull-ups does it take to skin a moose?
Okay, who has the honor for this?
That's dirty.
Forward or backward?
It's gotta go
You want
this way.
You want aerodynamic?
Catch the wind, help more gas mileage.
We're all loaded up. Well, we got room to get firewood. We can get some firewood on the way back. We still got chainsaw gas. We start cutting a couple trees right here. That makes sense.
Like those little loggers heaping the logs over.
These things will do the shit pretty damn good. Slow and
There's no way in hell my grandfather would ever let me put fucking a chainsaw on top of clean meat.
Inside a greasy kid.
Oh, my grandfather would be rolling over in his grave right now if he'd seen this.
For the record, last night, got this big bull, drank the rest of the beer around the fire. Everybody said, oh, we'll be out by 2 o'clock. I said, midnight. Everybody said, oh, we'll be out by 5:30, 6 o'clock. I said, midnight. We don't have enough gas to get back to these 2 coots. It's going to be midnight before we get back. Nobody listens to a bull walk. It's going to be midnight.
Well, we're all on foot. The coots are over the bank. Parked. Out of gas. Our fearless leader up here has got a fucking gas can. Got gas in it. Not enough. And we are about, as the crow flies, about a mile, 1.3, 1.4, somewhere in there. Somewhere over there, over that horizon.
Is that all we are? 1.5 miles?
We're probably over halfway.
Yeah, it's almost 6 o'clock.
Yeah. So we'll be back around dark and
About 10.
come back for the coots tomorrow.
Yeah, without a moose. 2 nights in a row.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go. We better find our fearless leader, Kimosabe. Guy that said that we had enough gas. Well, we've been hiking after the coots ran out of gas for about 40 minutes. And we're about, maybe closer to an hour, but we're about halfway back to camp from the coots. Everybody's got their tail between their legs. Even our fearless leader, Steve, is starting to get a little grouchy. Oh, over that ridge you can see onto another ridge is where the coots are. What do you think it's, Chris?
I'm not. I'm not.
Well, this is day 2 trying to get the moose out. The birds have definitely found our meat, but luckily no bear. Me and Dylan were the first ones up here, and we brought extra fuel, but in vodka and rum bottles and juice bottles. Anything we could find to put fuel in.
We ran out yesterday.
Yep. A lot farther. Me and Dylan got a bull farther than anybody's ever went from the cabin. Plus, it was the biggest bull anybody's ever got from the cabin. Since when? When did the cabin start, Dylan? You remember?
50s?
Yeah, it's been
60s?
It's been around 50 years these guys have been coming in here, and it's something else.
Yeah, let's see another one of those bottles.
Okay. Cheers.
Fucking thing filled up.
The other guys are coming up on the ridge. They ought to be here pretty quick. They're packing.
At us right now.
They're packing a 2.5. I'm gonna give them a moose call.
Well, let me see another one.
Really? Oh, okay, Captain Morgan.
We got the grapefruit left.
Don't spill any drops, Dylan. Go to the other side of the rail.
Fucking precious out here.
Every drop's another 5 feet. What a beautiful day. Uh-oh. The river is down there about 3 miles. We killed this bull about a half mile that direction. We made it camp. Is right back that direction. Over the ridge and
Okay,
down the river.
grapefruit.
Are you shitting me?
Nope.
Is that all the gas we brought? But the meat is still nice and cold, even though we've had two really cold nights. Is that all of it?
Full.
All right,
Not much left.
it's still playing. This one's the 3 gallon.
Yeah.
This one's empty.
For the rest of the grapefruit in this one. So the important one's got the rack on it.
I don't like that meat. I'd rather have the meat than the rack.
Yeah, that's true.
I spilled about 4 drops, so that's about 20 feet.
By golly, we're getting this out today.
I don't know if there's still a little remnants of grapefruit juice, so I don't think it'll run very good. Oops, wrong cap. You got the cap. This is definitely God's country. It's beautiful, but it'll kill you. You don't wear the right clothes, don't prepare right. You can die out here and be part of the food chain. Just found a nice caribou shed. I fell down trying to get that in there.
I think that rope's stuck where it's going to be stuck at.
No, I can't.
Big heavy thing.
I just don't like it on the ground.
Hey, do I have a little bargaining power for that riding the coot?
Nope.
Nope.
What are you doing?
I'm caping out my moose head. Getting a European mount and taking some of this good meat off this.
Don't look at me.
Don't
You look at me, all you get is a friggin' flash.
Got a liver in there, some neck meat, the tongue. Richard's cutting up some of the diaphragm meat and neck meat. The view from the outhouse is pretty breathtaking. Time to sit back and reflect on the trip and just feel blessed to be here and be successful and spend a lot of quality time with a bunch of guys that I've never met. Made some new friends and got some meat and a nice trophy to go home with. But this is our last day. This is the 20th, the last day of hunting season. And no one really wants to go up on the hill because the coots won't be able to bring the meat back down. And we're scheduled to get out of here, take the airboats back up 25 miles upriver and head home. But I still gotta finish skinning and keeping out my head on my racks. I want to do a European mount. We're gonna talk Richard hopefully into telling us a little bit of stories about the cabin and how it all got started, and looking forward to it. These guys are over here in the local water hole getting more for coffee because it's going to be a lot more BSing than
Thank God we
anything
got
else.
the moose out yesterday.
Yeah, roger that.
2 days.
He got a little 2000 Honda generator, battery chargers going. The cool thing I like about it is they've had bear issues, and the way they keep the bears off at night, and it also makes you feel a little more comfortable when you come out in the middle of the night to go take a leak, that you can see everything. And so they leave this generator running, and they've got one of these big street lights mounted up here, and it keeps this whole yard. They mowed the whole yard, so you don't have to worry about a critter sneaking up on you, and you can keep an eye on the meat, and the sound of the generator and the lights keep the bears away. He flopped off to the left. He's still in the tree up top.
No, he dropped down here.
No, it was a pine cone. I blew off part of the tree.
This poor tree. Abusive.
I was able to kill the biggest moose that I've ever killed in my life. Probably the second biggest bull I've ever seen in my life on the hoof. And I owe it a lot to Leopold Optics. These binoculars, these 10x42 Guide Pros HD, were phenomenal. I mean, this bull, I spotted a cow, 2 cows actually, at about 572, I think is what we ranged them at. And we started looking around, and I just barely caught the top of one of the horns on this bull, and he was down in this really deep hole. Not very good light conditions, but these glasses bring in a lot of light. They've got a clear view. Another thing I brought on this hunt was a spotting scope. We're in a 4 brow tine area. We're 50 inches. And making sure of the animal before you shoot it is key. There's a lot of times they're out there far away and you can't quite make it out, so you pull out the spotting scope and you figure out if it's worth going for, if you want to hike another 3 or 4 miles or not in that direction. Then I recommend bringing a spotting scope. The Mark V turreted scope that I've got on there, it's the 5x25. This thing has been just driving it, and it shoots really well. It's super light. It's lighter than the Night Force on the scope, on the rifle. And I can't say enough about that scope. I love it. I've got a ballistics chart for it. Got it all dialed in. When you're hunting in a 50 inch bull area, you really want to pick up this RX-15i. It's a great rangefinder. It's pretty accurate up to about 300 yards, and it'll tell you the width of the horns. And we didn't have enough time to do it on this one, but we did it on a couple other bulls, and it was nice to know that I'm glad we didn't shoot them, because it would have been an illegal bull. And this really helps out, especially if you've not seen a lot of bulls in your life and you're up here and you're not sure how to judge them. This will save you from getting a ticket. So, if you guys aren't using Leupold optics, I highly recommend them. I'm sure you won't be disappointed in using them.
Now, you think this cameraman's gonna put the camera down, or is he gonna watch it?
No, I'm gonna hand the camera off to someone else and help.
Yo!
Here,
Anybody else here?
three can do that.
Oh,
Here.
okay.
Here you go.
Okay.
I knew you'd be the one.
I could.
I knew it. I knew you didn't even have to ask. You were gonna grab it.
Well, you know. Is it going? And that's how we do it. Actually, how they do it. I'm bad. How do you turn this one off?
I like the 68 though. See if it starts. Uh-oh. Might have to pull start it.
Starter.
John and the crew, they were able to fix the boat and get back home safe. If you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe.
My name is Richie Rumpy Welsh. That's my YouTube name. I'll be 90 years old in 1 week. And I've been hunting here in this one location for 50 years. I'm the only survivor of the original hunting group. And this is heaven to me. It may not be to some people, but everyone that has ever came here and spent any time likes it. No matter where they're from. We've had people here from all over the world stop by for a cup of coffee. Some spent the night. No one's died here. No one's been born here. It's just a good place. There's very few people pass by. This year we've seen a total of 0 boats go by. 50 years ago, there was a lot of boats that went by, maybe a dozen or two. But as time goes by, so does people. And when I die, my ashes is going to be here. And that's it.